Hi, I am Zero2Webmaster Founder Dr. Kerry Kriger. The goal today is to make sure that your website can properly send out emails. There are two types of emails that your site likely needs to be able to send. Those are transactional and marketing emails. Examples of transactional emails: someone creates an account on your site, they need to get an email saying here's your password. Someone purchases something on your site, they need to receive a receipt. Marketing emails: you send out a newsletter to your subscriber list to tell them what's going on. The problem is that WordPress is not to be trusted sending out emails until you have set up your SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. That's what we're going to do today. There's a free plugin that we're going to use. Comes included on every Zero2Webmaster website. It's called FluentSMTP. It's made by the WP Manage Ninja team. They make a lot of awesome plugins. We are going to be doing this on the Curacao Getaway website that I set up just as a test playground, sandbox website to test stuff out and to teach you stuff. Here, the back end of the website, we can come down to settings right here and we can see FluentSMTP is already installed. If your website does not have it, if you're just on WordPress, you're not on one of my websites, maybe it's not there, probably is not there. Come to plugins, add a new plugin, just go search FluentSMTP. When you find it, click install, then click activate, and then it'll be on your site. All right, so settings, FluentSMTP, it's free. All right, when you come in here, come to settings, and it looks like I'm already set up with Amazon SES, okay? But we can add another connection. You probably won't see anything here. You're gonna have to click add a connection, or maybe it'll just show you these to begin with. Here are your choices given by FluentSMTP. There's three that I have used, and as you just saw, I use Amazon AWS, Amazon SES. That's because it's extremely inexpensive, almost negligible. Okay, $1 per 10,000 emails sent. Imagine if you have a list of 1,000 people, you'd have to send 10 newsletters before you get charged $1. And if you don't send any newsletters, you won't get charged anything. Problem is, it's kind of complex to set it up. I can set it up for you for a fee, and it may very well be worth it for you to have me do that, unless you want to go figure it out. Amazon AWS is not a user-friendly place to be, though. SendGrid, you can pay them $20 a month, every month, whether or not you're sending out emails, and you'll have 50,000 emails that they'll let you send out. So if you have an email list of 12,500 people, you could send them one email a week, and that would be included. If you have 6,000 or so people on your newsletter, you can send a couple emails a month, or you just pay more. But whatever it is, you're getting charged every month. And SendGrid, it's not that hard to set up, but both Amazon and SendGrid, from my experience, will ask you to prove that you're a legitimate sender, and that means they may ask you for copies of emails that you've sent out before, what you're going to be using the emails for, etc. And that can be a little bit annoying too. But SendGrid, the main benefit over Amazon is that SendGrid includes tech support. So if you ever have a problem, no problem, tech support. Whereas Amazon AWS does not include any tech support. One time ever I needed tech support, and I paid them like $28 for the month of tech support. Then I just canceled that tech support plan. All right, but SendGrid, tech support's included, so that's a benefit. What we're going to do today, though, is Google Workspace, because plenty of you may not want to pay anyone anything, and almost everyone already has a Gmail account or a Google Workspace account. Google Workspace, $6 a month, $72 a year. That's what I have for my businesses. I encourage you to have it. If you're someone at gmail.com and you're using that for your business, it doesn't look very professional. It may as well be you at yourwebsite.com. Okay, Kerry at Zero2Webmaster.com sounds a lot better than Zero2Webmaster at gmail.com. regardless, we've got a choice. We can use it for Gmail or Google Workspace. Gmail is going to give you 500 emails per 24-hour period, which if you have a small newsletter list, or if you're not even sending newsletters and you just want your website to be able to send out transactional emails as it needs to be able to do, then that works just fine. Google Workspace, as I said, $6 a month. They're going to give you 2,000 emails a day. All right, so now we know our choices. Hey, you could go check these ones out too. Those are the 3 I've used, and between the 3 of them, they should fit your use case. So choose one of them. We're going to do Google Workspace today. Let's check it out. Click right here. And with all with all WP Managed Ninja products, of which FluentSMTP is one, when you're setting it up, they're going to give you a link. Check the documentation. All right? So click that. And generally speaking, if you go step by step, follow all the instructions, you will succeed. All right. I just went through this to do this for the first time ever on another one of my sites before I made this email. And it looked like 90% of it was up to date. A few things seemed a little out of date, but in general, I succeeded. So these are usually pretty good instructions. So you're going to have to follow them or just watch my video. Maybe it'll give you everything you need, but have this open. Okay. So we got there. We just clicked check the documentation. Okay. There's only, look, there's 4 things we need right here. We need our from email address. Who's it going to be coming from? All right, that's going to be your email address. All right. This connection will replace that. That's because I already have Amazon SES set up for this site. I'll just delete this afterwards. I don't even know why it's giving me trouble with that, but I could use another account. I'm just going to leave that. You probably will not see that happen there. Who's it coming from? And I usually put this as site name, because when a recipient receives this, they may not know you, but they're hopefully going to know your website. And then maybe I'll put my name in there like that. All right, leave this blank right here and leave this checked. Now we're going to have to go, here's the hard part. We need to prove to Google who we are, or that we're the website owner. Okay, so we're going to have to get a client ID and a client secret from Google. And eventually we're going to have to copy this and give this URL to Google, all right, so that it can communicate with our website. And once we authenticate, then we're going to get one more choice. And I believe that's something from Google that we're going to put into here. Okay, or maybe the other way around, whatever it is. There's only literally like 1, 2, 3, 4 things left that we need. Here, let's go get it. So this gives a good explanation of what's going on. FluentSMTP is a plugin that takes over WordPress's default mailing system, which I said was not to be trusted, and it will ensure the email delivery from the website and keep logs of every email that gets sent by your website. We can use it for free or paid, Google Workspace or Gmail. All right, so we've already done this stuff. I'm just going to come down a bit. It gives you some explanations of what these things that we've been looking at are. And we've already done this, and we get to the point where it says how to obtain your Google client ID and client secret. So we've got to click the box right here, Google Cloud Console Platform. Okay, that's console.cloud.google.com, and that gets us to this over here. Yours may look different. I've already got some projects set up. You're going to have to come over here, click this thing at the top if you don't see new project, and click a new project. We're going to give it a name. All right, I suggest your site name, and then maybe FluentSMTP after it, so that if you're ever here in the future, you know why you set it up. All right, I only have one organization. Now, if you can't get straight here, remember, follow step by step everything in this documentation over here. But I'm doing this assuming that you're going to be seeing exactly what I'm seeing. But if not, just go back to the documentation and maybe I I did not have to do a step because I've already started out in Google Cloud. You may be the first time in Google Cloud. And I will say, as it says here, you may see a pop-up that you're going to have to agree with. All right, it says create a new project and click create. That's where we are. And once you create the new project, at the top right, your projects show up. So there it is. Select the project. This is the one we just made. It's showing up right here. Select project. And now we can see that we're in here. Right now, enabling the Gmail API. All right, so APIs and services. Here is a sidebar. I popped it out to see it. Okay. Now, I think I'm already in here, APIs and services. Well, there was a choice that was already there. I found it right here in the left sidebar. So you have to get here to the APIs and services. Right here, enable APIs and services. And then we scroll down until we find Gmail. I'm doing the exact same thing that they are explaining to you with the screenshots in the documentation. Right? So if I'm going too fast, or if you just want to see it twice, refer to their documentation as well. Look, it's saying click that button. That's where we are. We click the button. And now we're going to enable the Gmail API right there. Let it do its thing. Keep on moving down, creating credentials. All right, so now we're going to have to click the create credentials button. And there it is, exactly as they said it would be there. Here you'll find 5 steps you need to complete. Okay, credential type is the first thing. We're going to choose user data. Here it is. We're in Gmail API. We click user data and we click next. Now we're on the second part, OAuth consent screen. All right, it says, remember the email addresses used as email you'll be using to deliver email. The email addresses are used as the email that you are going to be delivering from your site, meaning make sure it's the email address that the person, recipient of the emails from your website, should be seen. Well, we only have one choice. It's going to be the account email. Actually, that's not necessarily true. Because if you're in Google Workspace, you can create alias emails. So maybe I don't want it to say Kerry at Zero2Webmaster.com. In Google Workspace, there's a way to create an alias email. It takes about 5 seconds. And I can make it say contact at Zero2Webmaster.com or info at or support at or hello at. All right, but we're just going to keep it simple. Right now, we're not going to do any of that. And it's saying, put in your email, put in a developer contact info. So let's do this. The app name, let's give it a name. And again, name of your website is the best thing to put in. You can put in whatever you want though. Course Out Getaway, and I'll put FluentSMTP. User support email, it's only giving me one choice. So it's possible it won't even accept the alias, but maybe if I had aliases set up, it would. I think I do, but it's not going to accept it. So that's our only choice. If you want a logo of your company, you can upload it right here. Developer contact, that's going to be you in case there's a problem. Save and continue. Now it says scopes is optional, and I'm assuming you don't know anything about scopes. So just like me, I don't know what a scope is. Let's skip it. OAuth client ID. So for scopes, I'm just going to scroll to the bottom, save and continue. Now OAuth client ID. And we're going to choose web application name. And same thing, name of your site is what I suggest. With FluentSMTP. All right, now look at this. Remember, there was a URL right here back in your website, Fluent SMTP setup area. We're in here. I'm going to come grab this right here. We're going to need that. And now I'm going to put it in right here. Authorized redirect URIs. Right there. Add URI. Paste it in. That's from our site. Create. Now it says it may take 5 minutes to create it. And I did notice when I did this before that something I expected to happen to be visible right in a couple steps from now, it wasn't until I clicked around for a few minutes, and then it was visible. So maybe it actually was creating things, so be patient. Now, it says right here, your credentials, you will be offered a client ID as a credential. You can skip downloading it or copying it as of now. I'm just going to go ahead and click copy though. Copy. Okay, and then I can paste it somewhere else. All right, now click done. All right, now here's the part that I was looking for and it didn't show up right away, so maybe it was taking its 5 minutes or so to create. We'll see what happens right here. It says now you need to publish the app that you just created. Go to the OAuth consent screen from the left sidebar and find the Fluent SMTP app there. This is what was giving me problems. Let's see what happens. Let's see clients. And it is possible that their documentation is outdated. Okay. Let's see if this is it right here. Yeah, that is what we want. All right. So it's under clients, not where they say it's going to be. Hey, maybe you'll see what they say is going to be there. All right. Credentials. I had to go to clients because there's nothing here that says credentials. But here's the info that we want. Okay, the client ID, we're going to have to copy this. And we're going to feed this into our website where it says application client ID. Boom. And we're going to need the client secret. There's a copy button right there. And we're going to paste it right here. That's all there is to it. Authenticate. All right, it says, hey, sign in to your email, your Google Workspace, or your Gmail. And it says, hey, should we allow this to happen? Give permission, allow. And please, now it's looking good. Please copy this code and paste it into your Fluent SMTP. So let's copy this right now. Come back over here. Hey, look. Looks like it must have been successful because this choice wasn't here before. Put our token in, and now let's save. It's telling you, hey, Gmail, Google, not recommended for sending mass marketing emails. Now, they don't say why, but they didn't say it's not recommended for transactional. And that's really our number one goal. We definitely need our website to be able to send the transactional emails. It looks all good to go. Now, unfortunately, it did actually, it looks like it actually deleted my other connection that had been there, which was my Amazon SES. I don't know why it doesn't allow both and just let you enable one or the other, but I assume that will not be your problem. You're trying to get your first connection. Now, check this out. Should we just trust that it works? No, let's not do that. Let's come over to email test. And let's send out a test email. Send test email, and test email has successfully been sent. I find that you can trust that, but hey, I'm actually going to go over to my email and see if it was received, because that's the whole goal. We need to be able to receive the email. Indeed, I come over to my email. And here it is. Congrats. Test email was sent successfully. So that is a success. If you need to, I just flew through this end of the documentation. I showed you how to do it, but it's all there, the super step-by-step, but we just did this. It was super easy at the end. And what else is there to know about this? I don't think anything. We just succeeded. The key was this. We had to install Fluent. Let's do a quick summary. We installed FluentSMTP if it wasn't already in your site, which it will be if it's a Zero2Webmaster site, which I encourage you to get one of your own. Go to Zero2Webmaster.com and you can do that there. All right, what was next? We added a connection. We chose Gmail or Google Workspace, and we clicked the documentation link so that we got to this page, FluentSMTP.com, how to connect Gmail or Google. And we just worked our way down each of these, setting up what needed to be set up inside of the Google console so that we could get our API and secret key and give it to our website. That was the main gist of everything. Zero2Webmaster.com. We make web design simple. Hey, click right there to learn about our all-in-one website solution. It's got FluentSMTP in there already and plenty of other things that make your life easy. If you have any questions, book a free call with me and I can help you out. And we've got a pricing page where you can learn about pricing of our sites. Essentially a pre-built site that has tons of what you need. I'd say everything you need, but hey, I don't know what you need, but chances are it's already in there. And all right, for $97 a month, you can have a website that's pretty much ready to go, that's got what your business needs. Okay, it's got a CRM, it's got e-commerce, it can take donations, it can do learning management, so you can have courses and lessons, it can do membership sites, community, social networking inside of your site for your community so that you don't have to let them or force them to rely on the famous social media sites, which some of them have questionable owners and ethical practices. And of course, you can build cool looking web pages. We've got tons of templates and you can do blogging, etc. Get your message out there to the world, get indexed by Google and the other search engines. That's it. Hope you learned a lot about how to get your SMTP setup done. You only have to do it once when you set up a new site, but you pretty much have to do it or pay someone to do it. If you need help, let me know. I am Zero2Webmaster Founder Dr. Kerry Kriger. See you soon. Bye.